Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. If you are new, hi, my name is Zoe.
Nice to meet ya.
If you happen to be new here, or maybe you have watched my videos before but you're not subscribed. Ew, sorry, that's so like 2023. That's so 2022. Am I right? Am I right? Please subscribe. This isn't one of the things I'm going to talk about today, but one of my goals for 2024 is to hit 10,000 subscribers. So subscribe, please. So today we are talking about 5 things that I'm going to be doing in 2024 for a healthier life, a more prosperous year. I always have my 2024 goals, like whatever my goals are, I have them written out in my notes. Last year and I believe the year before, I did a goals video where I was like, here are my goals last year, did I meet them, that kind of thing. I do have goals for 2024, but they're a little bit different than what we're going to talk about today. Some of those goals are more like I'll give you a few. Go to Harry Potter World, visit a new state, hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, 3,000 subscribers on Instagram. I'm not too far from that, but for some reason gaining followers on Instagram is like the most difficult thing to ever exist. So those are a couple of my like other goals, but the things we're going to talk about today are more broad things that I just really want to make a note to really implement into my life, because these are things that I think have always been on my mind, and then when I talk about my goals I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna like be healthier, eat healthier, work out, and it's like I don't think I really dive into the specifics of that and what that really means, because it's not always, oh, I'm gonna work out more and like my life will be better. I think there's so much more behind that. So we're just gonna talk about how I want to be healthier this year, and not just physically but mentally and all of the above. Let's just dive right in. Number 1 is I am going to become a morning person. I must. I don't know if like maybe there's a word for it or there's a name for what I have, but whatever it is, I have it. Let's say I go to bed at midnight, which normally I go to bed between 12 to 12:30, and I don't wake up until like 9:15. I'm awake by 9:30, but I'm still in my bed. I can't open my eyes. That's like 9 hours of sleep. That should be enough. Like I should wake up, oh my gosh, happy day, let me get out of bed and get the ball rolling. That's not what happens. I open my eyes and I just lay in bed. Like the thought of my body rising and getting out of my bed is one of the worst thoughts ever. Because I'm so comfortable and I just feel dead. Like I don't know what it is. I really don't. And I've looked up like how to become a morning person and how to wake up earlier and blah blah blah, and it's always like no screen time before blah blah blah. I get it, I do. This video was actually supposed to be things I'm doing to become a morning person. Let me know if you still want that, because I have written down all of these things for how I'm going to do that. Like I'll give you a couple, and if you still want the video just let me know. But no social media 30 minutes to an hour before bed. It's just not something I've ever tried to actually implement. I literally have no choice. If I want to be a morning person, I need to actually try and do some of these things. So no social media, mainly just like Instagram. Actually that's the only social media I find myself going on before bed, and then it just kind of spirals. Like sometimes I'll start on Instagram and maybe I'll go on Pinterest, or I'll start on Instagram and then maybe I'll go to YouTube, but I don't really watch videos. It just turns into like a comparison game. So I'll compare myself to other creators on YouTube, and then I'll compare myself to other creators on Instagram. Then I'm like, okay, time to sleep. But then I'm like, I can't sleep because now I feel like I'm not doing enough. So the whole social media before bed thing, it's gotta go. There are quite a few things that I'm gonna do to become a morning person. I'm not gonna go over all of them, but another one is to wake up earlier. I know that's the whole like point of being a morning person, but I mean, you can be a morning person and wake up at 10 a.m. I don't want to do that. I want to wake up like way before I start work to have some me time and do my own thing. It's just I physically can't. When I'm finally out of my parents' house, I want to kick my routine into high gear and really solidify my days. I'm just very excited to move out. I love my family, I love my parents, we have a great relationship, but if you're a post-grad student, you know that it's just hard to get into a really good routine with your life and yourself and your space when you've been in college and you've been on your own for 4 years, and then you come back and really I feel like I'm just confined to my bedroom. Like, I feel like this is my only space that belongs to me. It's time to actually have a kitchen of my own, make meals for myself, because I did that in college. I cooked for myself, like I did the whole thing, and then like I moved back in with my parents and I don't remember the last time I cooked. Like, I don't know what it is. My eating habits have been so bad. I'm starting to ramble. But you could also argue that like I just have a lack of discipline, because I could totally have a better routine here if I really set my mind to it and worked for it, and I haven't been. So it's a lot of it is on me. Like all of it basically is on me. It's time to switch it up. That is the first thing that I'm going to be doing in 2024. So let me know if you guys want me to do a whole other video on how I am becoming a morning person. Maybe we'll wait until 6 months into the year, and if I have become a morning person, then that can be the video of like, here's how I became a morning person, you know what I mean? Maybe we'll do that, because I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. The next thing that I'm doing to be healthier is more pre and probiotics and greens, just more vitamins in general. There are all of these powders now. I cannot fathom that all of them are actually good for you, but like the Bloom super, like the greens, you know what I'm talking about. And then I have a couple from brands, just because from working with BlendJet and like giveaway brands and stuff like that, so I have some from them. I've just like accumulated these pre and probiotic things, and I should probably drink them if they're actually good for me. If you guys know of any that are really good for you, that you've tried, you recommend, please let me know, because I feel like, and I said this in my last video if you watched it, but I feel like I've just been seeing and hearing that the key to overall better health is gut health. So the pre and probiotics, like we've got to step that up over here. The other part of that was greens and vitamins, just because some of those powders are greens, like the Bloom is greens. I've seen a lot of people say like, oh, it makes me bloated, and oh, it does this, and on one hand I could totally see that, and I could also see like, just eat more greens. Like, why do we need these like powders and blah blah blah? Just eat more greens. But then I don't. See? So it's just like, so I want to do more of that. And then I have a multivitamin and vitamin D and biotin that I take, but I'm so inconsistent with those, and I just want to make sure I'm being consistent with the vitamins that I take, what vitamins am I taking, and just give my body what it needs, because hey, you and me, we're getting older. I'm not old. I'm 23. I'll be 24 this year. Although that's not old, this is all preventative. You know what I mean? Like, we need to treat our bodies with love and care and give it the nutrients that it needs. So that's what we're gonna do in 2024. The next thing, this is number 3, is I want to change my work schedule to a 9 to 5 instead of a 10 to 6. The reason I work 10 to 6 is because most of my coworkers are in California. It just makes sense for me to start a little bit later and end a little bit later, because 6 o'clock for me is only 3 for them. So they're still like, I'm still getting emails, I'm still getting messages, I'm still getting all of these things. But now that I've been at BlendJet for a year and a half, wow, I feel like I know what I'm doing in a sense, and like if I happen to end at 5 and I'm still getting emails and messages, I can answer it tomorrow. My goal here is work-life balance, because a lot of the time, even though technically I work 10 to 6, I won't actually end until 6:30. Yesterday I was working at 7 p.m. and it's just like that's not what I want. And also, while it's nice to not start until 10, if I want to become a morning person, if I start work earlier, it will force me to wake up earlier. Okay? So we're like tying in everything together. If I have to start work at 9, then I'm gonna wake up a lot earlier. And it's funny because 9 to 5 is what people have been trying to avoid in their lives. They're like, I don't want a normal 9 to 5, I want this, and I need that routine. I think that I would like a 9 to 5. What's nice is I work from home, and really for us, like as long as we are working for 8 hours a day and like getting our stuff done, we're good, which is really nice. Then I can end at 5 and have like a normal night routine, because even my night routine, especially in the winter when it gets dark so early, 6 o'clock hits and I'm like, okay, time for bed. And I just feel like there's not enough time in my day. As I've been working 10 to 6, I just feel like it's not working for me. I think I would be much happier if I woke up earlier and ended work earlier. That's the moral of that story. The last 2 things that I want to do to be healthier and live a more prosperous life this year. They kind of go together, but the first one was actually a goal of mine in 2023 that I didn't actually really get to until like the last quarter of the year, but it's a consistent Bible study. My ex-roommate and I, Hannah, you guys have met her. If you've been subscribed for a while, you know her. She's great. But I think it was either October or November that we started this book, Seamless, by Angie Smith, and it's a 7-session Bible study. And we met every week unless something came up and we needed to push it a couple days or push to the next week or whatever it was, because the holidays came up and things got busy. But moral of the story is we completed this book. We actually had our final Bible study 2 days ago. Highly recommend this Bible study if you feel like you're a beginner, which is the way I have always felt. And I honestly think it's safe to say that I don't feel like a beginner when it comes to my faith anymore because of this book, because it really takes you through the seamlessness of the Bible as one whole story. And of course, I mean, it's only 7 sessions, so there's so much more to learn and so much more to know, but it's a really, really, really good start. And I'm so glad that we finished it at the beginning of the year, because now I just like, I want to know more. And I think she actually has another book. It is called Matchless. So I don't know what that one is about, but maybe I will do that one next. Maybe I'll do it with Hannah if she wants to, now that we're done with this one. But another thing that I want to do for a better year is continue my consistent Bible study, which I think hopefully I will be able to do. I don't want to like not have anything for too long, because now that I'm done with that, my habit is that now that I don't have anything, I'm just like not going to do anything and I'm going to be very stagnant. If I'm going to have a consistent Bible study, I need to make a plan now, order a workbook, whatever it is that I'm going to do. I need to like get on it so that I'm not just like complacent and just chilling for too long. I did a video. It was about me and where I was at with my faith. I think it was last summer. I'll link it below if you want to watch that video. I do feel like I'm in a better place now than I was then, which is really great. So I can always do an updated video on that. I got a few comments that were like, keep us updated and blah blah blah, so maybe I'll do another video talking about where I'm at now. I'm still not where I feel like I would like to be. So then the 5th and final thing that kind of ties into is I want to get baptized this year. And I think I said that in my faith video months ago, that like eventually I wanted to do that. But now that I feel like I'm in a better place and it's a new year, I think I want to do that. It scares me like that. I don't know, I'm scared to do that. I don't know why. Maybe that's like a conversation for another time, but I think I would like to get baptized. I don't know when. I kind of want to get through the next couple of months before I like jump into that, just because like I'm so busy right now. Look at me making excuses. Do you see how I caught that though? That's like, it's like kind of like growth, you know what I mean? Like the fact that I just stopped myself from making excuses. If I want to get baptized, let me just get baptized, right? But to be fair, I am really busy right now. There's a lot of really exciting new stuff happening, and you guys are gonna see it in, I think, the next video or the next 2 videos. No, the next video. Wow. I think I've talked your ear off for long enough. Please leave me a comment down below. I'm gonna go, but like you should stay so that you can like this video, you can subscribe, you can leave a comment, you can go check out some of my other videos. You should stay all you want. Like, it's totally fine by me, you know? I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like it, subscribe, comment, do all of the things, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Today we're talking about what? Okay. Ooh. Pookie Boo Boo Snuggle Muffin Sugar Bear Sugar Plum Sugar Cakes. I can't speak. Where's my... That is enough. I always do this. I always start a video and then I like ramble. Whenever I film YouTube videos, I get out of breath and I'm literally not moving.